Rosemary here. How you doing? Okay, it's so easy to fall into the trap of looking for affirmation about who you are from other people. It's even worse now in the days of, social media. You look for engagement as a measure of how well loved you are, or even if your message is acceptable, but really it isn't a measure at all. Tell me, how many pieces of content do you read a day where you don't even acknowledge that you were there, even if you loved it? Okay? Lots, right? And yet you can fall into the trap of thinking that if your content doesn't have enough likes or shares or comments, then it must mean something about you, something about your message. And you start trying to filter you and it to suit the maximum number of people or just to get those likes. Or worse, you don't even do any content creation. That is where a strong love of self is absolutely critical. So very critical. Or else you quit because you think no one loved you, nobody liked your post, nobody did this. You make decisions based on what will give you the accolades. You kill off the unacceptable parts of you, trying to curry favor with everyone, instead of standing firm on what you believe to be true in this moment. And worse than all of that, you start to dislike yourself more and more as you hold or hide yourself more and more. Okay? The question to ask is, why do you need these nameless, faceless people to love you? Logically, you know that there are 7 billion people on the planet, and so though lots may not like what you're about, there will be some who need to hear the message you carry. And all you need to do is find those people. Honey, you might even alienate 6 billion people. There's still 1 billion people to actually, to handle or to deal with. Come on. Okay, so you need to find those people by showing up boldly, by deliberately cutting yourself off from those who would try to downplay you. However, it is tough to do that, right? Especially at the start of your business or when you're trying to make that transition from a career to a business. And unfortunately, the ones who don't like what you're up to are always a little bit more vocal than the ones that do. And so you may make decisions based on their very loud views. I understand. I always have to catch myself when I feel myself becoming too dependent on the external accolades or lack of them. When it feels like my happiness is getting too dependent on whether someone acknowledged and liked my work or not, I have to catch myself. I have to remember to always go back within, to where true love exists. I whip out my journal and remind myself who I am, remind myself of my why. I love myself in that moment. I love the weakness I see in me at times. I love the places where I haven't been loved. I sit in my papa's lap for a while, and then I show up again in the marketplace, boldly saying what needs to be said, inviting people who align with my message to listen in and supporting them wherever I can. So tell me, how do you get back to feeling strong in your convictions? How do you love who you are so that you can show up powerfully as you in the marketplace without feeling the need to be a lesser version of yourself? It's time to fight for and to deliberately design the life you're born to live because you absolutely want to. You may need a support system if you're going to stay on track and get to doing the work consistently. And I'm available to work with you one-on-one in DM Gold, okay, Deliberate Millionaire Gold Plus coaching program. It's a private one-on-one mentoring program for entrepreneurs, artists, musicians, authors who want personal support in growing their business, their brand, both on and offline. You can find out more at rosemarynonunite.com/DM Gold, okay? Go and have a look at that. It'd be great to hear from you if it is right that we work together. Until the next time, have a great rest of your day wherever you are on the planet.